Farming can be an uncertain endeavor at the mercy of weather, pests, and blight. But another, sometimes unexpected factor for farmers around the country, the business decisions at the companies they rely on. Stan Parker of Montana PBS reports on how closing a processing plant in one small community is upending the area's farmers and economy.
For 90 years and 4 generations, the Syko family has grown sugar beets on their family farm, here on the far western edge of North Dakota, just outside Fairview, Montana. But now, that's a thing of the past.
Gave us some pride to say, oh yeah, I'm a sugar beet farmer. You know, it was something that people didn't really hear of very much.
In February, the beet processing facility in nearby Sidney, Montana announced it would close for good, spelling the end of an era here on the lower Yellowstone River Valley, where for almost a century, sugar beets have been a fixture of the economy and the local identity. No factory means no sugar beets. Trucking them is just too expensive to take them somewhere else, and efforts by locals to buy the plant were unsuccessful. After years of fraught contract negotiations between owners and growers, the news wasn't a total surprise.
You know, there's anger at first, and then there's disappointment.
Jeff Bieber is the president of the Montana-Dakota Beet Growers Association. He farms with his son Justin, just down the road from the Syko family.
When they finally announced that they're actually going to close the plant and move away from production of sugar beets in the valley here, it goes to a level of disappointment and discouragement that I haven't felt in a long time.
American Crystal Sugar Company, the nation's biggest sugar refiner, has owned Sidney Sugars for roughly the last 20 years. The company declined our request for an interview, but in a statement said they had to close the plant because the farmers weren't willing to grow enough acres to keep the plant profitable. The growers say that's not the full story.
We did everything we could to keep Sidney, Montana open. We took several cuts to our pay over the years. The farmers were willing to take those cuts to keep Sidney open and keep the option of growing beets in Sidney, Montana.
Bieber says the cuts just kept coming, year after year.
They were taking money off of the table and to the tune of tens of millions of dollars, but that money wasn't staying in Sidney, Montana. And it wasn't being reinvested back into the plant to help them prove to us that they wanted to stay here.
The closure impacts not just the farming community, but also the city of Sidney, where the silos, beet piles, and steam plumes are baked into the community identity.
There ain't much you can do about it. It's a corporate decision, and a crappy corporate decision, but that's just the way life works.
Rick Norby is the mayor of Sidney.
All opposed, same sign. My biggest concern is the employees. Everybody that works there, you're part of their family, and I still get treated that way today from working down there just a couple of years.
For decades, the beet plant has offered reliable, good-paying work.
It's always been a security, a fallback on. Now, it's not here no more.
It was also a cornerstone of the local economy. Citing a 2012 study from North Dakota State University, Leslie Messer, who runs a local economic development nonprofit, says that through property taxes and wages, Sidney Sugars put more than $10 million annually into the local economy.
That was 120 jobs. Those were good paying jobs for the community.
Despite the loss of the factory, the farmers and this fertile valley will continue to produce.
The one thing I can say about agriculture over the years is that that is the engine that always runs. Through the ebbs and tides of the oil and gas, the ag has been the economic driver that keeps everything stable.
Now these family farms are embarking on a new challenge, and they'll tackle it the same way they've done for generations, together.
My son has helped a lot. That young mind of let's make it work, let's figure out how to do it, has helped the old dog in me start looking towards the future a little more.
I was pretty set in my ways with the beets around, but it's going to be a change, and I'm willing.
This year, the Sykos will be trying their hand at corn and soybeans, as well as spring wheat, which was already in their rotation.
Changing over to some of these newer crops and different machinery and different farming methods in general is gonna be kind of nerve-wracking, especially for maybe the older generation.
As one chapter closes, another opens for the growers, who are looking to pass down what was passed down to them for generations to come. For PBS News Weekend, I'm Stan Parker near Fairview, Montana.